Technically speaking, how can you have public data ownership? The process looks something like this. Users write data to the Bitcoin ledger in Bitcoin transactions. So everybody is familiar with sending money with Bitcoin, but really what that money is just a transaction, and you can append whatever you want to the end of that transaction. So that can be data about a medical record or data about anything else that you're interested in storing. So with Bitcoin, now there's this public infrastructure you can write to rather than an infrastructure that's maintained by a private company like Amazon Web Services or a Google Cloud. Once that data is on chain and it's public, businesses can use that data and they can remain data non-custodial since they themselves aren't managing and protecting the security of this data that you uploaded. The next step is in this process of writing data to the ledger, users can create this data publicly or they can encrypt it. If it's encrypted on chain, if you go on a block explorer and look at this data, it'll just be gibberish. But then that gives the user the ability to permission specific services access to that data, and then also unpermission them so that they can retain control over the data if some service they're interacting with is not working out for them. Now you have this ecosystem of data that's on chain. Some of it is encrypted by users, some of it is public. And now businesses can build interfaces to interpret or interact with the data. And during that process, the data remains owned by users, but now they can provide value-add services to it. And then the great part, and what Jack was talking about, is micropayments can be paid directly to these value-add services seamlessly within the same protocol. So we're going to look at a few examples here, and most of these business models function where data is being passed back and forth, and then part of that data is the tiny payment all in one transaction.